going on, people? Quagmire here, Farm Sim 19, visiting Westbridge Hills. I'm here right now to show you the new farmer version. When you come into the game, you see you have $100,000. For those of you who don't know and don't play the game, basically this is how they start you out. In new farmer, you're basically starting from scratch. They do give you a few pieces of equipment. And you have some sheds and some quality space. It's a nice layout. You got your buildings nicely set up. You got your workshop over here. Unfortunately for them, none of these barns actually really open up. So yeah, none of these doors open up. So they're just there for show. They don't really do much of anything. So I'm gonna pull out real quick here for you. Reason I'm doing this is I want you guys to see what this farm looks like, because in a minute I am going to take you to my version. As in my first video with the Fells Bruin, I should have shown you what it looks like. I should do a before and after is what I really should do, and that's what I'm doing here. Keep in mind, look at this field 16 here. That is a nice size field. What I've done to it, you're gonna be like, what? Why'd you do that? But had to be done. There was a necessary piece of equipment that needed to be dropped in, so that's what I did. And back here is they have their cow farm, which when I started my map, I had not actually come into this map, and I did not look at this on New Farmer. I had only seen it on Farm Manager. And again, for those of you who do not know, Farm Manager, you start out with 1.25 million, but none of these buildings would be here, and you have nothing. You own no equipment, so you have to buy land, you have to buy all your equipment, so you have to start from scratch basically. But they give you a nice healthy loan. They give you a Donald Trump, daddy gives you your money kind of loan, get you started, and that's what happens there. So that is Westbridge Hills. The reason I'm panning over here because I've made major changes to this section here. I've made major changes to this section, of course, here, because that is the main farm, and major changes to this area here, which, take a look at that. Alright, so what we're going to do here is I'm going to kick out, and we're going to go to my version of Westbridge Hills. Also, the one thing I want to do while I'm going in here is I'm going to pan over my mods real quick. That way, if you guys ever see me online, because when I am playing on my maps, I am doing them usually in a online setting, so people can join me. I will pan down slowly so you guys can take a look. Add them all. That way you can just join in on my No Man's Land or on my Felsbron. It depends on what map I'm on, or if I'm in a map building. Or again, if you want me to come help you guys out. These are the mods that I use that help build mine. Disable vehicle camera is an absolute must. Definitely need that, especially if you're into the painting and the building like I am, or even just the simple case of backing up a trailer. That disable camera really helps out. But as you can see, I'm trying to go slow, but you guys can always just pause the video. A lot of mods, not using all of them in here. Actually, I should add one. I know Mr. Randy wants this trailer added in, so we'll get Randy his trailer and make him happy. Alright, so we are going in to see my Westbridge Hills. Again, if you enjoy what I do in these maps, like, subscribe, share, tell a friend. I have ideas for future videos on things that I'd like to do with these maps. And again, I'd like to do a series where you guys show me your map. I want to see what you've done to Westbridge Hills after you see what I've done. I have a challenge map in mind. I want to do a couple ideas. I want to do maps based on like movie themes and things like that. You might get an idea where I'm going with that one. If no one else has done it already, I'm surprised, as long as this game's come out. Well, I know this building thing is only recently new with the Sim 19, so I guess I can't blame too many people for not doing what I want to do, but If it's been done, cool. If it hasn't, I'm going to be the first. And I should probably get working on that. Instead of sitting around playing Call of Duty World War II all day. Alright, so as soon as we spawn in here, I'll give you a quick tour of my Westbridge Hills. Reasons why I do things. How I get my ideas. A couple tips I use. You play enough Roller Coaster Tycoon over the years, you kind of learn how to use the ground. Shaping and the painting. So, any second now, I am going to spawn in here at the front door. Same house, same location, subtle changes. So I put the farm in. I like to put more decorations out front. You can't see them because I have them lit up, but I will bring the map up at night like I did on my first video. As in their map, they don't, this building here, you can't open the doors, but I made sure I put storage over here. We got a chicken farm going on, and as I said, pay attention to field 16 because yes, I cut most of it out so I could put Randy's mechanic building in because he likes his big mechanic building. Field still works out well, you just have to send a worker that way, and then when he's done, send him that way. So you just have to keep an eye on the workers, but they will do the job, and they do it nice. So, you cut it in, paint it, throw a few trees down, because for a while it looked a little flat and plain, so I threw some trees in there. A couple extra little decorations with the tires. Even threw a little dumpster out here. And of course got my gas tank and the oil cans. Don't forget the pressure washer, which is kind of disappointing. This mechanic building has hoses in here, but you can't actually wash the equipment in there, so I had to put the pressure washer outside. So we will work our way over down this road here. This ridge here, you saw it in the main map. That is part of the map. I can't change that, which is fine because I designed a map around that. I made it so when you come around back to drop off, you have to go around and drop off in your silo back here. I thought it was a nice little feature. Get to try and take a little trip. Of course, like in my first video, like I said, I like to have that industrial park look to it. Believe it or not, I wanted to put 2 more flags in here, but you PC people have all the luck with your place anything. You have that place anything mod. Us console people don't have it. But as soon as I put that blue flag in, I wasn't able to put any more flags in. So I adjust. I overcome, and I made it look right. Again, a lot of the buildings they had in their farm were unusable, whereas sorry, I know I used the same sheds I did in my other map, but I really like those. I like these buildings too. If you're good at driving, you can definitely fit 4 harvesters in here with their equipment. Got the corn harvester there. And alright, I'm sorry. That was actually a forage harvesting for corn. Backing on out, we have our cell stations over here. The edge grain, got some seed pickup, got potato, straw, wool, drop that off there. You can put a vending machine in there too if you want to add the milk, but I put the milk station there. It's kind of obvious, right? Where's the milk go? And then the pellet selling station. GTA, Rockstar, you're missing out when I show you what this people. Alright, so that was the main farm. That is the house. And over here, Randy had requested trees, so I let him put trees in. And he put in 300 or so trees, if I counted correctly by the rows. There's about 300 trees in here. So if anybody likes cutting trees down, come on by. Got them. And maybe you can help clean Randy's mess up, because he left that there. So then I put in, if you like forage harvesting, I also can forage harvest wood chips. Got the poplar here. Got it all going. I got a little everything. You want to try it? Come on by. You can definitely try it on my map. I put a little bit of everything for everybody. And there's Mr. Randy goofing off, leaving the John Deere on the roof. He might have planned that because he knew I was making the video. But it actually kind of looks good up there. Should leave it there. Put it on top of the dealership. It would look good. Okay, so we're gonna work our way down here to the cow farm. Actually, I didn't really do much down here at the biogas. I just threw the tractor with a little cover, and with the pellet straw harvest, there is the straw harvest heating plant. So I did add that over here. Little tip on this map: you got to be careful. I got a trailer caught on that little metal pole right there that supports the arm, so I added those two little caution dividers to make sure I don't get my trailer stuck again. So here is my cow farm. I took advantage of the 500. I decided when building this map to make it a dairy farm, so I went with the 500 cow. This mod is a great mod. You can definitely do a lot of walking around, a lot of touches. Second floor. In here you have the milking stations, which unfortunately is detailed as it is. The cows do not ever actually go in there. You don't see them in there getting milked. Can't have the cows living on a hard surface, so I decided to paint the floor and make it look a little nicer in here. Little pathways. Over here we got our, of course, got to make sure you use the conveyor belt so you don't have to ever scoop the manure. Don't be a manure scooper. Use conveyor belts. So back here is where I store my equipment for the dairy farm. I got my shed for milk and water, and with the new TM arm mod silo, I am going to be selling that machine right there. It's going up for sale. I'm actually not quite done. I haven't finished painting this area in here. This area here was a $4 million area. Cost me $4 million right there, this corner. Right where that green dot is. Cost $4.4 million because I had to buy this piece of land that runs the entire length of the bottom of the map and halfway up the other side of the map. Absolutely useless land that we will probably never use, although I'm probably gonna I'm thinking adding the beehive mod to this map, and maybe I'll run a bunch of beehives up through there and some wildflowers and make that look really nice. I have a similar thing going on in my no man's land, which one of my next videos will be me in no man's land. So I got the cell picking points, and then down here I added our pellet business. I'm going to jump down to the pellet business because, as I said earlier, Rockstar Games and Farm Sim should work a deal out, because when it comes to running a business, Farm Sim has got it right. They really know how to put you to work. And I understand GTA is more about the griefing and the killing and the shooting and blowing stuff up. But, you know, they have the weed businesses and the motorcycle businesses, coke and meth and things like that. So this business, you actually have to do the work. When you pick the straw or hay up with your wagon here, which is like a loading, baling type wagon, what happens here is it gets taken up in there, and then the straw or hay is crushed. And then on the side of this, I believe, I don't know if I can open it up, but there is, like, I think it's a molasses and a wrapping material that wraps it and crushes it into little pellets. You see those in bags and pet stores for your hamsters and such. Kind of looks like that. So what happens here is you actually have to back that machine in here and load those pellets, or I can use the crane. Don't really like that camera angle. See, GTA doesn't make you actually do the work. Here you are doing the work. Just my camera angle a little bit. step out of there. This machine then fills the bags up. And then those bags are sorted and stacked on the pallet. I worked in a business dealing with like rock salt and things like that, so this is kind of, I know exactly that. I know that stacking formation. 5 in a layer. Actually, most of them were, a lot of times there's 7 in a layer for rock salt. So that'll layer that up, and it takes it up high enough to, and then it'll wrap it. And then you have to remove the pallet with your trusty forklift and carry it on out here to this. And sorry to say, but GTA has a lot of businesses, but it's not as detailed as that. Again, in GTA, just walking through this door here, I'd probably black screen for 5 minutes just to get into that building. So, as I said here too, you can enjoy this building. Just again, look at that. Just walking through doors. Look how easy that is in GTA. You guys all know. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. Red Dead, GTA, you can't just freely walk into any building. Everything's well, the saloon in Red Dead, I'll give them that. You can walk into that, but I mean, I could just hang out in here and anyway, we can't just be staring and walking in and out of doors all day. If we want to walk in and out of doors all day, we'll go play Modern Warfare. Yeah. Anyway, so little details I like to throw in. Again, gotta have that sign. Lights up at night too. Oh, that's what I wanted to do. Let's speed up time, folks, and I will show you the night version, and then we will bring this video to an end. It's already 6 o'clock, so it won't take long. I still have some work to do. I'm thinking of taking this out and putting in the, oh, rain's coming in, so I can't even harvest. Taking this building out here and putting that new TMR silo in. Undecided, can't decide, because I'm still, the TMR silo, they're glitched me in no man's land. I used a lot of bales, I filled it, and saved the game, and when I came back, my bales were gone, and so was my TMR. So be careful with the new TMR silo. It might leave you hanging one day. It's okay to make it and use it right away. So we got our lights coming on. Not as much detail as my other map, because I was trying to save space, because this is another one of my maps that is definitely, yeah, I think I may have like 60 storage slots left. That's the dealership, but that is our forestry division. Didn't add a lot of light to that. And the main farm. Just keeping it lit up. Yeah, got the trailer there. Got the pathway leading out to the pool lit up, because, you know, I gotta go swimming at night. Never know when you want to do some night swimming. And that is our house. Doors lit up, decorations lit up, map lit up. So that's it. That is my Felsburn, and we're out here in the rain. And we're gonna end it right there in the darkness. You do get a flashlight, so you don't have to be in the dark. Don't worry. Alright, folks. If you enjoyed, like, share. Again, want help on your maps? Need someone to come by and set it up? Or I post it in my mods if you see me online, because I'm always playing this map online. Usually in an International or International 2. If you see the name Quagmire in there, have the mods, join in. There's plenty of work to do in here. Plenty of work. Look at that. These cows make such a mess. I think I only have 100 cows. I got 400 more to go. So it'll be a constant grind on this map. So anybody that loves the game and wants to play, hit me up. Peace out, people.